All right, Knights of Apollo, what's up, guys? Hope you're doing well, and welcome back to another Rome 2 Siege battle. It's been a good minute since the last one, so it's good to be back. We've got a nice intimate 2v2 today. It's a barbarian siege, mostly. We got Nabatea and I see you. No, anyways, Iceni, and then we've got the Arverni, and then we have Boii. So, a lot of barbarians. We're going to be fighting on a barbarian settlement. Looks like we're going to have a sally out too. Nabatea sending not only Cav, but also Desert Levy. So they're going to try to get some early aggression here. And I feel like, you know, it's tough. You know, sally outs aren't as effective as they used to be. Mostly because everyone kind of does them. I remember like back in the day, the sallying out tactic was like a very obscure strategy that you would occasionally see. Now it's almost like 100% of the time you see some sort of sally out. Usually in most cases, it's like 1 or 2, 3 units of cav running around. Oh my gosh, are they gonna actually... Why don't they charge? Oh, well, there's enemy cav. Okay, so noble horse coming to protect the skirmishers there. And they're gonna scare off the enemy. Actually, they might even close in on the enemy. They're getting pelted to hell by skirmishers. They are going to escape, but really nothing to gain from there. Now we've got a big clash in the center with the siege towers. This is the infantry charging in, the Desert Levy, going after the chosen swordsman, which they're gonna stand no chance. We also have a chariot in the mix, which I don't think is really doing so hot either. So I don't think they're really getting everything they want here in terms of this sally out. What do we got? Desert chariots. Desert chariots, they have, well, hold on. The desert chariots have 300 kills, which is pretty decent. So usually with chariots, I mean, not always, but sometimes players will be kind of like, this will be like a last minute unit. Chariots are tricky because if you can charge them right at the perfect time, they can get an insane amount of kills. But if you use them at the worst time, they will get nearly nothing and you'll lose a lot of money. So 305 kills is pretty decent. They definitely left a little dent in the Arverni army, but nothing too severe. Looks like most of the units have been taken care of. That sally out was extremely aggressive, but was it worth it? I guess we'll find out at the end of the match if that kind of played out the way they wanted it to. Now we got Nabatea and Noble Cav. This is a heavy shock cav, and they're kind of going the tree line. I have to imagine that Arverni is well aware of this cav presence. So we'll see if they're going to try to get this light horse by surprise. I doubt it. Unless the player is like not paying attention at all. There we go. It's moving. Okay. Light horse, obviously much faster than the Nabatea and Noble Cav. So I don't think they're going to catch up to him anytime soon. Let's see if he can. He's going to try. He's going to try. This light horse is just trotting though. You might want to run the... Yeah, there he goes. Still, it's cutting it really close. Oh, tickling their bums. There we go. Now they actually get a couple there. That's just a bad micro there. I feel like he could have easily gotten his light horse out of there without losing anybody. He lost 8 men there. I mean, it's just... I think he just reacted a little too slow there. And there was really nothing else going on, so I don't know what the excuse was. So, just unfortunate loss of troop there. But that's okay. Again, it's not the end of the world. It is just light horse. But, you know, in a siege battle, everything matters. Everything adds up. And it's a battle of attrition. So, minor victories and defeats can lead to a major, you know, victory. Like the overall victory or defeat. Boii has now moved forward his infantry in the meantime while his ally was dealing with that sally out. What is that noise? Is that like artillery? So we got artillery firing? Yeah, it sounds like it. So Boii is just holding position. Now we've got archers up on the walls. Nabatea and heavy archers. These guys are pretty nasty. They can rack up a lot of kills. So they are destroying his chosen swordsman. What a tragedy. What a tragedy. What is going on here? This is a very expensive unit. They have 71 kills, but that's nothing in terms of the potential of what they could have. What is Arverni doing? What are they doing? Are they watching this? This is insane. All he has to do is turn his unit towards the archers to block those arrows, but instead he's just taking it, and that hurts my soul to see that, because it's such an expensive unit and a very important unit. Finally, he moves it out of there. Okay, there you go, guys. Bowie has finally given out the order to attack the walls. And leading the charge, this is the Celtic Warriors. And we've got more Celtic Warriors on this side. And here comes another drawbridge drop. And sword followers are coming into play to try to take control of this section. We do have some archers in a pretty key location here. It looks like Nabatea is going to make their stand with the Axe Warriors and try to maintain this position basically right here and right here, and maybe use some archers to really chip away at their numbers. And, you know, being a barbarian settlement, being a barbarian faction, a lot of units can be kind of vulnerable to archer fire. So this is a very dangerous position that Bowie is in right now, and he could lose a lot of troops to the defenders. All right, here comes more calves. So we got more chariots. Desert chariots coming in. This is kind of crazy. What are they going to do? Let's see what... Oh, there we go. That's good to see from the attackers. Using their noggins there. Using some archer fire to kill the chariots from afar, then trying to kill them up close, which... As you can imagine, killing chariots up close, you might lose a couple legs in the process. But this chariot tries to charge in. Again, they got about 100 kills plus there, 162, but I just feel like he should have held on to that chariot, because these siege battles are long and you have many opportunities to get really good charges with the chariot. You never know, like it might just save the day, and I think he used it a little prematurely there. I mean, he already used one and then he's just using another one, so we'll see, because kills, yes, they do matter, but you also have to take into account the quality of kills that you get. You know, if a chariot ran down 300 archers that had no more ammo versus them running down 100 men of chosen swordsmen, the 100 men of chosen swordsmen is a much better quality kill, even though it's a less amount of kills. So that's something to consider. I feel like a lot of those chariot kills were not exactly a ton of quality kills. We'll see, though, at the end of the battle if these charges hurt them too much. And now we got Nabatea and Axe Warriors coming to support and trying to maintain this position. I love to see that Bowie is really using a lot of siege towers here to try to expand the attacking position so he doesn't get too choked up in one spot. Though this has been a difficult location for him to attack. And yeah, look at this. The archers, these guys only just started shooting. They have 3 kills. This archer unit here, 55 and counting, 60 now. This one at 50 kills. So the archers are doing some pretty good work early on. Here's the thing. He can't use his ammo too quickly here. If he uses it too quickly, it could be disaster near the end stages of the battle, because a lot of times players hold on to the best of the best units until the very end. And obviously the best way to kill the best units is, well, by shooting them from far away. You know? You don't want to fight them up close and personal. And that's how you lose a lot of men. So a big brawl right here. Iceni versus Bowie. Arverni, you got to get your booty up here. Like, it's about time. Looks like they did attack over here, but it was pretty light. Maybe sent 1 unit and they broke. It looked like Levy Freeman to my estimation by looking at the past the dead soldiers here. But yeah, the tower is pushing up some chosen swordsmen. They definitely want to get this up here quick to put some pressure on the flank of Nabatea. I think they should definitely focus their attention right here. This section is very difficult to attack, mostly because of the arrow tower and the gate. It's a really, and it's just, the way it can be held is pretty easy. It's like 3 units, one here, and one here. Put some archers up on the ridge. They fire down. It's just tough. So I think Arverni's better off just attacking with his ally. But his ally currently is getting double teamed, and Arverni has no interest in helping him out, which is kind of blowing my mind. Here we go. Nabatean swordsmen coming in to push back the sword followers of Boii. Lots of archer fire still coming in. They're not really holding back on the archer ammo. Also, a lot of javies as well. We got chosen swordsman. Or swordban. Chosen swordban. And they are exchanging fire. But this has been a tough assault for Boii. They're not having a lot of luck here in trying to get any kind of foothold. We'll see if their ally can show up. Come on, there we go. Arverni sending some chosen swordsmen who I believe should defeat these Nabatean swordsmen, especially if they get more reinforcements up here, and they are. And the nice thing about attacking this area, guys, is even on attack, you can play a bit defensive and hold off this area with 1 unit while the rest of your army is attacking here. So it makes it so it kind of cuts the map in 2. So you could easily hold here, and then like the defenders are going to have to travel all the way around to support the other side. But Iceni is not going anywhere just yet. They're chilling right there and waiting, and they're going to see what's happening. No pressure. Now we've got Celtic warriors. They're moving up on the walls as well. And nice, they got a little... Oh, wait, no. Sorry, if for some reason I'm like, oh, they're flanking. They're doing a little double flank. Iceni's an ally. Oops. This Nabatean guy's fighting for his life. He's surrounded by barbarians. He's like, well, let's see if he can... let's see if he can win. Oh, he's getting smashed around. His lips gotta be bleeding. That's the 4th time he got hit by the shield. He's just teleporting around a little bit as well. Look at this. This guy is fighting his heart out. He's farting his heart out. He's got hit by the shield again, guys. His mouth is, he's got to be pouring blood out of, oh, and there it is. Hey, he did a good job. He was a 3 versus 1, even though really it was a 1v1, but that was a hell of a fight right there. Nabatea and Iceni sending tons of troops over to reinforce this section. Arverni needs to get over here. They have 1 in this section. Why was Bowie not coming? Bowie's not going to flank over here. Like, why aren't they doing that? They could surround the unit. Nabatea once again sending out the desert horse or heavy lancers. So they're trying to get some kills while Bowie's fighting for his life in this inside of the settlement. And there it is again. I think this is the same noble cab that we saw earlier in the other side of the map. I think they got him though. I mean, I don't see this cab getting out of this situation too easily. They're down to 48 men. This one's down to 19 men. More Arverni moving forward, and we'll see what he does here with the Arverni troops. Hopefully he just holds. I get he might want to try to take this gate so he can silence the arrow towers. But he's just kind of holding here with the chosen swordsman. Now he's full on attacking. So I wouldn't do this. Or at least I wouldn't do this right now. Like, he could attack this side of the settlement a little bit later, but I just feel like they've got a good thing going over here, and they should, and there we go. They've kind of claimed this area. You might as well just drop off, and they're doing a full-on retreat. Honestly, I don't think they have to. I mean, there's not a lot of pressure here. I just think they've... Let's see, look at the balance of power. Well, the balance of power is in favor of the attackers. So it's not like it's going so well that the balance of power is in their favor, but it's going pretty well. I wish I could see the kills between both armies and what they started with, but yeah, they're going to go ahead and fall back. There's something they didn't like. It spooked them, and they're going to go back and try to use more narrow choke point areas to make their stand. So this is typical. This is a generally like, this is where they hold. So we're going to go ahead and wait for these guys to set up, and then we're going to start back right where we began. All right, guys. So they have moved forward their forces, and it looks like the attackers are making a split right here. So we got Bowie focusing on this flank, which is, to be honest, probably the most difficult position to attack. Arverni is going extremely far around the flank. So there is a back path. If you go past the little port here, the ship dock thing, and if you keep going forward, you can actually get behind the enemy. There are no gates here. So you're going to be able to push through without having to deal with any obstacles. Now, there is a unit of chariots here. Let's see what he gets done here. Lots of chariots in this battle. You love to see it, I guess. So they're going to charge in and get a pretty good charge there. Let's see how quick they fall. The key with chariots is keep them moving. Do not stop and fight in close combat or prolonged melee. That is stupid. Keep on moving. And they already have 67 kills from that first charge. That's kind of crazy. That's kind of crazy. Now they're chilling. They're using their jabbies. These guys are just having a field day. They're having an absolute ball of a time. There we go. Keep moving. Keep moving. Keep moving. Keep moving. Oh, they can't. There they go. Now they're moving, but... Oh, that's nice. They're now at over 100 kills. Going after these slingers. That's a good target. You can't stay there, though. You got to keep moving. Your chariots freaking move. Oh. Oh. So, this chariot doing okay, getting 166 kills. It started off pretty well. Really good. It got like 67 kills in the first charge, but yeah, that was fun. So another chariot bites the dust. We'll see if it was worth it. Bowie now on this side, preparing to, it looks like they're mostly going to concentrate on this choke point here, possibly over here. It looks like the defenders are moving over some units to potentially harass this main assault. They've got heavy archers without any ammo with 95 kills. I think with Nabatean heavy archers, you gotta at least get 100 kills. Again, it depends on the quality of kills. We've had this conversation, but 95 just seems a little too low for the Nabatean. These are some of the best archers in the game, so I think you gotta at least get 100 plus kills. Here we go. Bowie is now committing to the fight. Taking on heavy archers. See, 167, that's pretty good. And then 124, that's much better in terms of kills. So they've broken through. They got to be careful here. Wow, they are really pushing back. That is kind of insane. I think they could have held this pretty easily, this position here. Because even if Bowie flanks around, what, it's going to be like 1 or 2 units. Bowie doesn't really have the manpower to split up his forces that much. Let's go back to Nervii, or Arverni, not Nervii, I'm an idiot. Arverni, he's going up and he is, looks like he's going to capture this arrow tower, kind of silence it. Good for him, good for him. And now he's going to push. Now, the question is, Iceni, how much do you give up here? Because there is some high ground here that Arverni can use, like archers and such, to fire down on your defenders. So the question, yeah, that's the question. How much do you give up? But yeah, good job there, Arverni. Balance of power still in favor of the attackers. They've got 1 unit here watching the flank. Again, Boei has no interest in flanking around. His main assault is going to be all right here. Here comes the next wave of infantry.
This is what we waited for.
All right, good volleys right there, right in the back of these troops. And they're going to go crashing in. Crashing in. And these troops are going to go for a flank, so good use of the archers to try to flank around. Now we have these archers. Yeah, be careful. They still have ammo because their bows are still in their hands. They're going to get harassed by the Nabatean heavy archer. We've got a little archer v archer, but some infantry is going to come in and save the day. So it's a promising sign for the attackers to see that the defenders are out of ammo, but the attackers are not. So at least they have something kind of in their favor in this situation. But it does appear that there are some slingers left. Oh, we got a scorpion too that already has 67 kills. So they're going to set up the scorpion. That's going to be a problem because the scorpion is very good in like street environments, urban environments, because if you can put it in a good vantage point covering a street, it can chew up a lot of enemy infantry. So he's going to set this up and potentially get a lot of kills because it's a narrow pathway here. You know, a lot, and the bolts just kind of fly through multiple units. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. Arverni's got to get the pedal to the metal here. I understand that he's flanking around, but he's got to start putting pressure on the defenders because Nervii is more or less getting double teamed. Now that I look at it, Nabatea does not have a lot. Now let's keep in mind, Nabatea invested a lot of money in their sally out force. All that cav and chariots at the beginning, that's a lot of money, and he's lost it all. So now he's left of what he's got for his infantry, which is mostly archers without ammo. So this is going to come down to Boei. I mean, more or less. I mean, again, the Scorpion is in control by the Eastern, like the Nabatea. So he's got to get creative with the Scorpion. Maybe they've got more hidden somewhere, but this is in the perspective of the defenders. So if we did see a little hidden force, we'd see it. Now a decent flank by the heavy archers of Nabatea. You want to save these archers. These archers, maybe these archers have already used up all their ammo. They're kind of just pushing through the archers. I would send a unit of infantry to just quickly take care of these guys. You do not want your skirmishers harassed right now. Just send a skilled professional infantry to take these guys out so you can keep using your ammo because it is working. And the Iceni forces are weak to archer fire because they have a lot of light armored units that obviously are vulnerable to the archer bombardment. So a nice little clash right there. Arverni, I keep wanting to call him Nervii. What the hell? Arverni is still kind of just dipping his toes in the water. I don't know what he's really doing exactly, but we do have a unit of chosen swordsmen taking on sword band. They should win this engagement. So they've got only 26 kills. What happened? I wonder if this is the unit that was shot to hell. They were positioned in the worst way possible and shot to hell. We'll see. Archer fire is coming down to support them. It's just not a good look. I think the chosen swords are, it says they're winning decisively, but I don't know. It looks like they're losing decisively from my perspective. And here we go. This is the trouble, guys. Boei has a very strong sword followers force. We're down to less than 9 minutes left in this replay. And the balance of power is slightly shifting a little bit more in favor of the defenders, but it's still overall in favor of the attackers. So this is going to come down to the wire. Arverni just needs to get in there and pin these guys down. Okay? Pin them down. Because what, you know, by doing that, if you got them engaged, you're fighting, I think Bowie is going to win here. And once they break through, they're going to be able to get behind and attack the pinned down infantry. But they do have to get through this heroic noble unit for Iceni. This is the general unit. Also, killing the general would be pretty huge here, especially for barbarians who rely heavily on the leadership of their chieftain or generals. So if you could take him out, that would be pretty big. Pretty huge. Huge. Now we got 2 units. Let's see. We've got sword followers. Sword followers. This one's decently healthy. This one's down to 42. Are they getting shot at from... No, okay. They're just shooting at retreating, defending troops. Yeah, look at this massive break right here. Wow. Guys, what are you doing? These units should have been up here so sooner. That's huge. That's huge. They just defeated Bowie right then and there. The Scorpion, I assume, was firing. Yeah, the Scorpion has 160 kills. Pretty much has gotten 100 kills since we last looked at it. So good job with the Scorpion. Good job with the General just fighting like a lad and just making it impossible for Bowie to break through. Bowie now is only down to 2 units. He should probably... I mean, I know I told him he should have been up there, but at this point it's too late and he should probably chill out a little bit and see what Arverni does. Arverni is very indecisive. Very indecisive. But guys, I think it's safe to say the balance of power is now shifted in favor of the defenders. It is still extremely close in this battle. But it definitely has shifted, and it's still anyone's game, but it's looking less of an uphill battle for the defenders. So it's promising. That means they have more room to make mistakes, where before they kind of had to play flawlessly, and they did, and that gave them that opportunity to now be able to make mistakes and still win the battle. We'll see what happens, though. Arverni has some good units here. So even though they don't look necessarily super strong, chosen swordsmen, 131 units left, or men in that unit. We've got another unit fully healthy. We've got archers that still have ammo. You got to sit back and use that ammo. At this point, you got to get every edge that you can get. So it looks like he's got a ton of chosen swordsmen. This is a good play, sending in the Celtic warriors first to absorb most of this ammo. That is awesome. Really well done. And we got chosen swordman over here, so a little chosen v chosen. But yeah, they just gotta... Let's see, he's coming around this way. It looks like he most likely will go down this road and attack. Now the Scorpions are changing targets. I'm curious. I wish I could see how much ammo they have left. They now have 168 kills. Very good stuff right there. He's got to attack on multiple fronts here. At this point, Arverni needs to go all in with his army and just see if he can cause a chain rout or just overwhelm Iceni. Got some archers here. Do these guys have ammo? Nope. They're just following the archers around. Yeah, he needs to just go ahead and attack the center, because he's not going to break through over here. He's got some naked warriors. That's nice. He's walking them into battle, keeping them fresh. There we go. The naked warriors. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Can they squeeze through here? If they can, I'd say this is over. Oh, no. That is tragic. Now, they got a couple options here. They could go for the archers, or they could go for the kill with the infantry. Smart choice. Smart choice. They go for killing the infantry because there's a general unit nearby that's going to make it difficult, and the archers alone are nothing. So if you kill the infantry, they have nothing. Guys, so that was huge. Really good hammer and anvil tactic right there. And now we've got Bowie going in finally. This is their last ditch effort. Balance of power is still even, but it's hard to believe that the attackers can crawl out of this one and get a victory. We'll see. And here comes a nice downhill charge by some painted ones. They found some paint at Hobby Lobby and started making some fun DIY designs on their bodies to make them look just that much cooler. So yeah, they just crushed Bowie Eye there. And Arverni just needs to, like, just attack. Even Bowie Eye's like, come on, bro. What are you doing? Heroic Nobles versus Chosen Sword. Finally, the Chosen Swordsman go in. I feel like he should have done this like 5 minutes ago. With Bowie Eye losing their units, they are down to... Oh, well, it's moving quite a bit. Look at that. It's moving quite a bit. We got the general. He charged in, but he's not really going to get much done here. There's so much infantry. We'll see. I mean, this unit, combat even, but I feel like the Chosen Swordsman could win this. You never know. I've seen Chosen Swordsman just go off and get a lot of kills. Arverni's losing his general, though. We're down to the last 2 minutes of the Yep, the general's gone. That's the battle. That's the battle. So, a fairly close fight, guys. I think the biggest mistake I believe is splitting up. So I think at the start, Arverni, so while this is going on, I mean, they're just cleaning up their troops. Let's talk a little bit about the strategy. I think Arverni, after that sally out and they dealt with it, should have focused their attention on joining Bowie Eye and taking this area and potentially trying to take the gate just so these towers aren't shooting at them. But at the very least, holding this position here while they focus all their attention. And then I think they should have just stayed together. I think maybe Bowie Eye attack here, Arverni attack here, or vice versa. They could have sent a couple units down here, but it would have been dangerous because Iceni potentially could have archers on the cliff firing down at you. So I think, yeah, just attacking here and here would have potentially been pretty good. They could also put archers up here as well, but at this point, it seemed like they didn't really have a lot of ammo with their archers. So I think they could have played that a little bit better. I feel like the only reason Bowie Eye quickly just collapsed is because they just didn't have enough units to do. They're kind of getting double teamed. Arverni was taking a sweet time on putting pressure on Iceni over here. So I just think they should have stuck together and attacked closer together. And I think they would have been able to protect each other and not prevent a mass chain rout and just grinded down the defenders till victory. I think that's potentially what could have happened, but it is what it is. I do like the play by Arverni going all the way around. I don't think it was like the best strategy, but it was interesting and it was fun to watch, that's for sure. But yeah, that's gonna wrap it up, guys, for this battle, and we're gonna go to the end results and look at what we got here. So this was sent in, I believe, by Honey Badger. He was the one who played either Chaos or Honey Badger. Nonetheless, thank you so much for this battle replay. They submitted it to the Discord. So if you guys want your replays covered, submit it there. And I'll do my best to cover as many as I can. But yeah, you can see the disparity of kills between Arverni and Bowie Eye. And Arverni is considered a really strong faction. So the fact that he only got 1,300... where almost everyone else got 2,000 plus. Yeah, I think he just struggled with the sally out, and I think his attack path wasn't the best. But nonetheless, GG to all the players. It's all about having fun at the end of the day. So yeah, it was awesome. So thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you enjoyed the battle, and I will see you next time on the battlefield.